Hello and welcome to the Just Another Castle podcast. I'm your host, Matt, and with me this week is our resident gaming journalist, Eli.
Hey, I am here to talk about the one and only Nintendo.
Cool. So we're going to forego what we've been playing this week because Eli doesn't have a lot of time. So we'll just start off with the Direct and then, we'll see what goes from there.
See, it sucks because I can't make those jokes because usually if we're skipping what we've been playing, then like a year ago I could make the jokes like, oh, it's not like there are any games out, har har har. But like I can't say that anymore.
And I just end up saying I'm playing the same thing like 6 weeks in a row. So yeah, let's talk about this Direct. They launched a Direct today, which I hastily watched after I came home from work. And they didn't spend a whole lot of time on 3DS, which was pretty good. I checked and it was like the first 10 minutes and then the next like 35 or whatever was Switch, which it should be, but good to hear about that. But what did you think of this Direct so far?
I really liked the Direct. There were a lot of announcements. I was kind of surprised that it went on when I heard it was 45 minutes, I was very surprised because that the depth of announcement that's longer than an E3 presentation for them sometimes. So I was just like really surprised at the length. And that ended up being, there was a ton of stuff there. We got really deep information to several Switch titles, a few new 3DS announcements, although it kind of proved that 3DS is more of a lame console than anything at this point. By lame, I mean like not doing anything. And then but overall, I mean, it was nice. I mean, you got to have those games too. Like, you got to have a Mario Party game at one point in the year because it's Nintendo. And Super Mario Odyssey, that game, Xenoblade 2, and Project Octopath Traveler, those three titles that they showed off, man, oh man, looking good.
I gotta say, I kind of skipped through Xenoblade. I'm like,
Oh,
I
no.
got a minute of this and I'm like, okay, I can't really handle
Dude,
this guy talking
game,
anymore. I'm
this
skipping.
game looks gigantic. Yeah, I mean, sure. The way they showed it off, a little bit too long. But man, that game looks so big and good, and oh my God, I can't wait to just like it comes out December 1st. Spring break for me or winter break for me starts in December. I'm just gonna have 3 weeks of just like good old Xenoblade.
Nice.
I just hope it's okay. The only problem though is that the first Xenoblade set such a high bar for me, and I loved it so much that of course I went to Xenoblade Chronicles X, played it for like 20 hours, and I'm like, all right, this game not only like doesn't look that great, sorry, but it's like not nearly as good as the first game, so I didn't have motivation to play it. But now I've got this high bar for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as well.
Yeah, and it's legitimately coming this year because they even showed off like a collector's edition and everything. So it's like they're
they announced a date. They wouldn't.
Yeah,
they wouldn't announce a date so close unless they knew it was coming.
You didn't hear that. The one thing I did find weird about that segment, even though I skipped most of it, was there's this dragon called what did I write? Oh, I don't remember. I didn't write it down. It's like a Zerda or whatever. He's like narrating part of it. He eerily sounds like Robin Williams doing the voice of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Welcome to Allrest, the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
What it is basically egg whites, creme fraiche, powdered sugar, vanilla, and a little touch of alum.
If you go back and listen to it, it's
oh
just
my
so
God,
weird.
You're right.
I'm like, what the heck? It sounds like the voice actor was like just waiting to show off his love for this movie all these years and finally found a spot.
How did you? Wow. I don't know how that came to you, but I think you're right.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty funny.
What about you? What was your favorite stuffs?
I thought the Mario Party collection is kind of cool, like the top 100 mini games. It kind of sucks it's on 3DS, but that's how it is. Honestly, this is going to sound like kind of stupid, but the most surprising thing was seeing Doom and Wolfenstein 2 are coming. Like, I didn't expect that to happen at all.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And it's not even like,
games...
like, I guess Doom you could say is a little old or whatever, and you could, I don't know, even if they were to port something, I didn't think they would port like the newest Wolfenstein, because like all the other, I guess, big AAA third-party games are like older ports, like a couple of years old. But Wolfenstein 2 came out it's coming out this year.
Yeah, I remember at E3, Bethesda said they had like other projects, and I just thought they meant like another 15-year-old game or like the mobile title or something.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they actually have legitimate games coming out is surprising. Unfortunately, though, prediction right here, Matt, I don't think they're going to sell that well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the crowd that buys Wolfenstein is the crowd that buys a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And I already have Wolfenstein pre-ordered for the PS4. There are no achievements on the Switch. There's no reason, like, unless I'm going to play it, go. Literally, the only reason is if I still commuted and was comfortable enough playing a game with Nazis in it on the bus. That is the
but
only
I mean, you're killing them. So at least just be like, someone in the game says Sig Heil or something, and you're like, no, that's the guy I'm gonna blow his brains out. Just wait for the robot. The mech is coming, people. Don't kill me.
Someone glances over that's sitting like 2 seats away from you. It's like, no, I'm shooting them.
Oh my
they are
God.
bad.
I just thought of the worst thing. You're watching the game and like there's a cutscene of Nazi propaganda and it's just taking up the whole screen and someone thinks you're like just trying to radicalize yourself on the bus.
Exactly.
It's hilarious.
So I don't see who this is for. I think Doom probably has I don't know. There's definitely like a market for like those type of old school what's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. Relaunches. Because I know Sean Long of Nintendo Enthusiast, he's a Nintendo gamer. 90% of what he plays is Nintendo, but he played Doom on the PS4 and he loved it. So there's definitely like a market for this for people that played Doom in the past or Wolfenstein in the past and like want another game. So I think in that regard, the Switch is probably a good place for that, more so than other AAA games. But man, I think that most people that want to play these games already played it or are planning to play it on a PS4, Xbox One. And it's a tough situation because the response to that is, well, then why would you bring any third-party games over? Everyone would play it on a third-party system. And I think that's partially true. But
it's also timing too, right? Because like Doom is 2 years or a year or so old, and I mean Wolfenstein 2 we don't know when it launches next year, so
they said 2018, and this game launches this year.
Yeah, like systems, November, I think. So at least be a couple of months, but
definitely.
Let's see.
Whoa!
Holy shoot!
Who was
Mike
that?
Popped up
out of nowhere. Look at that! Mike is in the house.
What up, guys? Straight from my failing of my final.
Oh, okay. So that's why you're here.
I'm gonna cry, but don't worry about
it. Did you have a chance to look at the Nintendo Direct?
No, I literally just walked in. I just saw you.
Oh, you're telling me that you decided instead of to watch the Nintendo Direct, go fail a final? Man, poor life choices over here for this one.
I know, man. I know.
You could have failed it while you were over here watching the Direct anyway.
I mean, if I was gonna fail, I should have just started watching the Direct. I should have realized it was already over.
Oh, that sucks.
So we're just talking about the Direct. You're gonna hear announcements. We're gonna talk about them, and then you'll freak out because you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it all now and watch it all now. So there's probably no point in me even being here. Like,
Mike, hot take. Doom and Wolfenstein are coming to the Switch.
Yeah, Doom, the new Doom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the new.
Yeah, that game is dope. That game
is awesome. New Wolfenstein is coming to the Switch.
All right, see, here we are. Here's everything you missed in today's Nintendo Direct.
Oh, see, I'm surprised Mike was so chill about that because had I not watched the Direct and I just came on and Matt was like, "Oh, Wolfenstein is the new one, the new Wolfenstein."
Yeah, the second Wolfenstein too.
I would have been like, "That's funny. What really happened?" That would have been my reply. So the fact that he took it so nonchalantly, he's like, "Well, of course Wolfenstein's coming."
Come on, bro. It's the Switch. Like, gosh.
Even though these games are like a little bit later, it does kind of show that bigger third parties are like starting to support it more now, which is good to see. Like it's not just this one-off thing with Bethesda. Well, I mean they're making LA Noire as well now, but it's not just like
Bethesda, that's Rockstar.
Or shoot, whatever. It's not like a one-off thing where we got Skyrim and then everything else fails. There's actually support.
That's what usually happens though. Like always the first year, it's like, hey guys, look, here's COD and Skyrim, and you're like, all right, and then it's just like, yeah, you're not good anymore.
Yeah. So
Eli, your game, bro. Etrian Odyssey.
There is a new Etrian Odyssey coming out. I don't know. Like, listen, these games are good, but I've already played like 4 of them. I
thought there was only 4. It says Etrian Odyssey 5. So
but they made the remakes. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there was a remake of 1 and a remake of 2. So I think I played 3, 4, 1, 2. Problem with that is that like they take forever to play through. Okay.
Bro, I just beat Persona 5. I know, and those are even worse. Those kind of
I beat Persona 5 this summer. That was like my summer project, and I ended up finishing it the last week of summer. So I
just finished it. Oh my God. I feel you.
So like back in high school when I was boring and didn't have friends or like, was all about video games, I could sit down and play a 50-hour game and have it done in 2 weeks. I can't do that anymore. So I think I'm going to skip this next Etrian Odyssey, especially since Etrian Odysseys are really similar between them from one to another. Like the system works the same. So if I'm going to choose, a 3DS RPG to play, I think I'm going to go with, Radiant Historia with the remake.
Oh yeah, I literally that was the trailer I literally just watched, and somebody said that was a DS remake of a game or something.
Yeah, it's a remake of a DS game. It's supposed to be really good. So rather than playing like this, they're not remakes, but like restructuring of a game I already played 4 times. For some reason, I would rather play something new, even though I love RPGs. So I'm like not complaining, but I would like to have a new experience since I do have limited amounts of time.
Yeah, no, dude, I feel you. I always thought it was just me. Like it was just like, damn, I can't trophy grind no more, bro. Like I can't, even though I still have a bad urge to. Like I'm just like I can't do it. I can't like unless I like legitimately go. Okay, I'm gonna go in a cave for 30 days straight. And like I still don't know if I can do it.
So speaking of achievements and whatnot, there's some rumor from an indie developer saying Nintendo's working on achievements.
Yeah, supposedly. I think they're wrong. I think they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's possible.
You know what? Okay, you know what Nintendo needs, to be honest. If they're gonna do achievements, they need to have it not like PlayStation or Xbox. So they should just have it as per game instead of per profile, you know what I'm saying? Like just like, oh, I feel good about that, or like, wow, I didn't know about that. So like, let's just say Mario Odyssey has like achievements for getting all the stars or moons, right? It just say then like it pops up in the game like you got all the moons, and it has like a little checklist per in game. That way I won't be addicted like crack. Okay. I think, but nobody's gonna want that, obviously. So I was just thinking for me because I obviously will be. You know what? I'm upset. I bought Dragon Quest Builders for the Vita. I see it's on the thing now. All right. You get it started. So while I watch these videos, you guys spoil everything. This Kirby game looks cool.
Yeah. Speaking of that, the 3DS one, right?
Yeah. This is the next 3DS one, right? They just put out before like the 3D one or something. Yeah. Like Kirby Star Allies. That's 3DS or Switch?
The Allies one is on Switch. And now joining us from a typhoon is Uno Clay.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
And I don't know if he realizes if he's live or not. Oh, we start hearing you.
Clay. Hello.
No.
Hello. Whoa.
I think I heard
his voice barely itch.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of background noise.
Are you still going through customs, or are you held up at gunpoint? What's going on?
What the hell's with King DDD? Why is he so jacked?
I don't know. He's all roided out, and it's weird, and it's hilarious.
He's so evil and jacked.
Yeah, it's so weird. The 3DS Kirby game looks pretty cool. It's basically like an arena fighter. I don't know, like a 3D Smash Bros. Kind of weird thing. But the cool thing is you can vote on what your favorite Kirby is, and they'll probably put it in the game. And
Oh, really?
they show like an icon of what ones are already in the game or what ones they can't put in the game. And one of the abilities they have there that is you're able to vote for is Crash. And the Crash ability is literally just you press a button and everything on the screen dies. So I have no idea how that's going to be a moveset.
Oh my god.
So good luck for them if they figure that out. Clay, how's it going in good old Japan?
God, Clay.
Clay, it's so
That is
internet,
not-
man.
We gotta drop the
Yeah.
call.
Yeah,
He's in like some sort of like he's probably in a love
He's-
hotel.
from what he told me before, he's stuck somewhere because of a typhoon or whatever, and I don't remember. I should have
Oh,
gone
that
back and
sucks.
read it, but he's
Yo,
stuck
you
in
guys
someplace.
held the best news for me. Mario Party, the top 100 bundle, so I could judge every game and be like, this doesn't belong. This doesn't belong. Where's this? Oh my god, that's great. It's great.
Yeah,
Oh,
looks
here's
cool.
Kevin.
Can you imagine that selection process? Like a
Oh my gosh.
mini game comes out, they're sitting at the desk.
like?
Oh, sir, what do you have for us today? The little, the little trampoline game is looking off. Real sad.
To be fair, a lot of the games share like the same game. Like there's a handful of games that just like repeat each other like through each entry somehow in some other way. It's really weird.
That is true.
Like Mario
Alright,
Party
but,
1
like,
and 2
there's
are
like
basically
30
the
good
same.
ones from the first one, and then a lot of the good, like the special good ones are like in 4. In my opinion, the best games it goes 1, 2, 4, 3, and then 5 sucks, but it has really good mini games. And
Which one's
then
5?
everything else. 5 is
Forget.
like when you started fighting the Bowser Juniors, I think.
Okay, because I think 7 is the one where they have like the
6
sun
and 7
moon.
is the microphone, and then
Yeah.
8 the first week.
Yeah, they're
What is
probably not
this,
going to have a microphone.
Project Octopath.
Yeah, that's that JRPG Square Enix was making. They showed it off like a couple of months ago. Where
So good. Oh my
Okay,
god.
it looks like you guys remember when they made 3D block 3D block builder or something like that, like the Link throwback game by Atlas.
Yeah, 3 dot.
Yeah, 3D Dot Hero, dude. It looks like the backgrounds remind me of it, but then you're like a fancy holographic 2D sprite.
Dude, Project Octopath. Yeah, I don't know. It looks a little different than that, but they called it HD 2D, and it looks great. Man,
it looks
Yeah, it
HD
looks cool. It looks
pooping.
like living dioramas. Like I want to play it just because it looks like that. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Like it legitimately looks like a pop up, but it's like it looks.
Clay
Like,
Clay has infiltrated Skype, and he's showing us ramen noodles.
Yeah,
Thank you, Clay.
he says he doesn't think his Kindle has a microphone. Although
Well,
I don't know
so-
how we got noise then.
He should give us a
But-
tour. I saw a part of his face when he turned it on,
Yeah.
which I know that he's been trying to hide from us all these years. So sorry. Oh my God, there he is! You can see him all. You can see the beard and the mustache and his nose and his eyelashes.
The legend.
He's eating ramen. He's got an earbud in, so he hears us, but he cannot say anything back.
He's too focused on the Raymond.
So should
on the
we
Raymond.
now make fun of? Should we like fat shame him now? Is that the proper procedure?
The one guy in Japan eating more ramen than the Japanese.
He's all like, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll try to stab us through the phone. He'll, like,
Bro,
do
they
chopsticks. He's using
they
it, like,
better put
stab us through the phone
Shy
with
Guy
chopsticks.
Says the Mario Party 2 version of that shit. All right. Oh man, that's the cover picture. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh no! Now his wife is making funny faces. Oh, she blew us a kiss. Aww.
I think she was pretending to be shy.
Oh,
But that works too.
Yeah, that's what
Eli,
it is.
stop hitting on our co-host significant others. Jeez. Clay must have a mouth fetish because that's all he keeps showing us.
That's all you can see.
Uh-oh, he went dark after that. His screen, for the viewers, it went like red and pixelated. It's like in a video game if someone shot the screen and to like make it look like someone got blood on the camera.
I like how we just narrated. I like how we just narrated Clay turning on his camera for 20 seconds.
Yo, anyone want to play Super Mario 64 24? You know?
Oh, see. I see what you did there. Yes, super.
Yeah, that game, it looks awesome, though.
It does. It looks spectacular.
Except, I'm not going to lie, I think Waluigi's broken, bro. Double jump in Mario 64 is not fair. It's not fair, man.
It's crazy.
Oh, I see. I'm excited for Super Mario Odyssey. You guys watch? I know what you're talking about, and I thought you were referencing Super Mario Odyssey, and then I knew what you were talking about, and I'm like, oh, not that.
Yeah, he said after he said Waluigi, it should become obvious.
I was like, wait a sec. Super Mario Odyssey looks rad. It looks a lot like Galaxy because you got the different worlds and everything, but it's it's open world, but not open world. You know, it's got.
I know. It looks awesome. I'm super hyped for it. It's like I'm also like I obviously want, but like there's this fan game that came out, man. I don't know if you know. It's called Super Mario 64 Online, and it looks awesome. That's what I want to play that shit. Project 64, download Super Mario U-ROM, then get this.
I'm surprised with how many transformations they have in this game, or captures, or whatever they're calling them, because every time it seems like they're showing off more. I think they showed off like another 5 or 6 new ones, and one of them is just Mario is literally the M in Mario, like just walking around, because he like hits I guess there's like a sign or whatever in New Donk City or something with just the letters, but you can like capture them. Like, what on earth? It's so weird. Oh man, that's just gonna be fun to throw your hat at things and just see what actually works.
I'm gonna throw it at Bowser, man.
Oh, they have to do some weird Bowser thing.
Yeah, they got to. They got to do something hilarious.
I haven't beat Mario plus Rabbids, so I don't know, but I sincerely hope they have like a Rabid Bowser. Because if they don't, I'm gonna kill something. Because there's like Bowser.
Now I want Donkey Kong, and I want to throw it out there.
There's a Bowser Jr. in the game, and he's like, oh, I forget, he like makes an off the cuff reference saying like, oh, my dad's away or some crap. I'm like, he better be a Rabbid. Like, you can't make this game and not do that when we have stinking Cat Bowser. It's just illegal.
Cat Bowser.
Oh, but yeah, overall, a lot of cool stuff. I guess I should mention this since Clay isn't on here. Maybe he'll talk about it. Well, actually, I don't know how long he's going to be gone for.
Sounds like he's listening in. He's just stalking us.
Yeah,
he turned out his camera.
He's listening at least.
Listening in.
But they announced arcade versions of NES games for the Switch. So they have like arcade. They call it Arcade Archives. The Mario Brothers from the arcade game is going to come up. And then like a bunch of different versus games, like versus Clue Clue In and Punch Out and all this other stuff. So I don't know the actual differences, but then that's where Uno Clay comes in and tells us how I'm a bunch of scrubs and these minutia details. Like, man, you can only get the wireframe Mac in the arcade version, but all these other versions you can't. And it's like, is that it? So, and it's like, yeah.
I was gonna say, is that like all he wanted was the arcade games? He's like, all right, I'm done with the Switch once he gets his arcade games.
Probably. No, that'll be cool for him.
Yo, the important thing is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga remake, which I'm gonna have to judge fiercely because it's probably my probably my favorite like last generation RPG like ever.
Oh wow.
And the thing is, I'm mad worried it's not gonna be as good.
I don't
Like
see how it couldn't. It's just
dude,
the
I don't know.
artist
The
changed, right?
cartoon art style was awesome. I know they're adding stuff. I just want to make sure they didn't take away anything. The bros attacks are still the same. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I'm just worried about everything, man.
It should be
I do miss the cartoon style of it though. But I get they're using the Dream Team engine.
Yeah. But a surprising thing, they didn't show off the Zelda DLC, which people thought they were going to show off because it's September and it's supposed to come out December. And
They'll
all
probably
this,
do it later.
all the information they've shown is like up to the end of the year and early next year. I'm guessing they'd probably want to have like a special announcement separated for that, and then all the attention can be focused on that alone.
So Superstar Saga is basically it's the same. They're supposed to be the same game, right? But it's just they just added one new mode to it, right?
Yeah.
Well, Superstar Saga is so long; it's like 2 games.
Man,
But the thing is, like the mode they're adding, you play as like a Goomba, right? You don't. It's not like a little like 2-second kind of bullshit. Like, hey, here's a whole different mode.
No, it's like you have like a different gameplay. I forget how the game actually works, but
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
yeah. You were gonna say something, Eli?
no. I was just gonna say that once again, the time constraints, it's crazy. We've got so many games coming out, and now it's like, I don't know, I'm gonna play all this stuff. Like I wanna play the remake, but because I never played the original. But I don't know if that's ever gonna happen.
Well, the remake here, that should be a priority, man. It's a good game. Good game. Let's see this
You
Kirby.
know that it's like your best favorite ever game. I think that's the official title, right? The best favorite ever game of yours.
Yeah. I mean, he did get me on that game did get me on the front page of IGN like, one of many times. It was like when I was like, I wrote like the article like Mario, the King of RPG, and I talked about that. Like, huh? This Kirby game is cool. Yeah, I do like the other 3D Kirby game that came out. It's like kind of like Planet Robobot, like half whatever.
Mhm.
All right, let's see. I'm almost all caught up on everything. How can Minecraft be played on the 3DS? My mind is
It's on the new 3DS only.
You just gotta believe.
I would
well,
hope
I
it could
don't-
run on the 3DS for crying out loud. It's a bunch of blocks.
I don't know, man. Those blocks are high tech. You got the Ultra 4K.
Yo, they added
Yeah,
the book game. Okay,
like-
okay, they added the book game. That's a good. Oh, they added good game.
I'm guessing it has something to do
Yo,
with like
This is the best. This is the game of the year right here. Mario Party top 100. Call it game of the year right now.
I'm guessing it
I
has something
saw
to do with
5 straight mini games, and they're all amazing, and I would pick them.
Wait,
So,
what?
Did you see the trailer for the Mario?
I did. I didn't get to look at the Mario Party game you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
I didn't get
yo.
to look at them in depth, but I'll look at
It's
it now.
It's already.
Yeah, I noticed some from like 4 and some from obviously 1 and 2, because you can't not have any of those. But
Yo, if they added Bowser's bigger blast in this, I'm done.
yeah.
Okay, so Uno just dropped into the comments and said, "Did you see us eating ramen? I can film again if you want." We got you, smiley face. Actually, I should make a winky face. There you go. And then I'll tell them to make sure to listen to the episode.
I'm more excited. Yeah, I would. Now I wish Mario Party game was on the Switch. What are they doing?
All right, Uno says,
Yeah.
Tell the listeners I wish you all well and miss you guys too. Been playing a ton of Thumper, Azure Striker Gunvolt, which is awesome, and Japan is a must-see for every gamer, typically Tokyo. Pikachu is everywhere, and anime porn, and all kinds of great stuff. And he insists on if we saw him eating ramen. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing Minecraft doesn't run on the original 3DS more so because it's about like objects rendered on screen. That's the issue. That's all I can think of.
No, I just don't think it can handle anything more than like a 3 by 3 pixel resolution. That's
Yeah.
what it is. So also, Clay said that Amiibo are cheaper. You can get a Diddy for $6 and Jiggly for 9. So here's what I'm thinking: to get back into the Amiibo game, to save money,
Gosh.
I buy tickets to Tokyo and then just buy all the Amiibo I need and then come back.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
pretty sure that's a good plan, right?
Just do it every year. Every year you just go there and stock
Yeah,
up on
Xenoblade
Amiibo.
looks like ass, man. It looks exactly the same. Same shitty battles.
What are you talking about?
Bullshit.
He's just talking to himself. He's looking and someone's making him angry. He's just gonna mutter into the mic.
So it could be anything.
He could be looking at a picture of Mario and be like, "Man, I don't like his hair.
He's just
Why
looking at a
why did he
picture
take
of.
his hat off?"
You're just
He
looking at
wouldn't
a
even
picture
notice
of a
looking at
cat. Like, man, this is bullshit. Stupid cat.
Man.
Sees a picture of arms in action. God damn! Why?
Our arms. I don't know. Don't tell me about that garbage. Okay.
All right. Well, I gotta head out soon. So
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where you wanted to go next, Matt.
I think that was pretty good. All the other stuff doesn't matter at this point. Oh, I guess I'll say one thing. So they're giving out those Ash Pikachus where they have like different hats from the different series and whatnot. And so you can get it just by like whatever, getting the code and then you redeem it at whatever point. But for people seeing the movie, they'll get access to like an exclusive Pikachu hat. I think it's on top of the code all the normies get. Like a trading card, an exclusive event for the game, which is really weird. And I just want to say, I fell for that once, not falling for it again. I remember when I was like 11 years old, I went to see, I think it was like Pokemon 2000 or whatever. And they're like, you'll get a Celebi trading card. And then I went there and I saw the movie, and they didn't give me the trading card, and it was a bunch of bullshit.
Yo, you have to have my dad. He was like, "Give us the card," and like demanded the movie theater, and I was like, "All right." So I have like 2 Entei cards and all that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I might have to go just to get that cool Pikachu.
Let me say this though. It's complete bullshit. They have 2 new legendary Pokemon in the new Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but they're in the separate games. Like what the hell?
Oh yeah, the Ultra Beasts.
Oh my god, screw them. I'm boycotting Pokemon and just gonna trade for them and screw them.
I can't believe they've had Pokemon that are separated from each other. This is unprecedented. It never happened before.
What year is this?
By both games. Man. I do have both Sun and Moon actually, by the way, though, because when I reviewed them, they sent me both. So
okay.
I don't know why I needed both, but I got them.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, we want you to trade twice.
All right, homies, I'm gonna go cry about my final, but
okay. All right, I'm gonna go try to not film. Fine.
I'm gonna go and finish editing this podcast. So yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there. You can find me at the Mango Viking on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and VidMe. And Eli, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter. That's at Paulus-Elan, P-A-L-E-S-E-L-A-N. I haven't spelled it in a while. You can also find me on NintendoEnthusiast.com. It looks like Clay said, quote, I got audio. So I don't know if that means he can hear us or whether he can actually speak.
I don't know.
The silence indicates that he can hear. Okay, so now we can hear him when we call him fat. And then when he re-listens to the podcast, he'll know that this was an ongoing type of discussion.
And this is this part where I'd tell Mike to say where people can find him, but he's already dropped out. So screw you, Mike. That's what happens.
Well, you can find Clay on MyGen, along with 8 skeletons and maybe 2 other living people.
And a whole lot of corpses.
And he just said sayonara, which, from my understanding of Japanese, means goodbye.
Gotcha. And Uno Clay, I'm going to wait here for you to come back so you can fulfill your duties and give me an outro so I don't have to find music and play it again at the end. All right.
Alrighty.
So
Play, have fun. Don't like get any hookers or anything. Play it safe. Play it straight. And talk. Can't speak. Talk to you next week.
all right. Wherever you're listening, you can find us at Just Another Castle on every platform on the internet. So we'll see you next time on Leave Gaming to Nintendo. Uno Clay, play us out.